Hello, and welcome back to the Jack and Bekah podcast. I'm Jack.
And I'm Bekah.
And today we are super excited to have our annual fall episode of the Fall Wrap-Up. But this time we're super excited to be treated with a guest star, Maeve.
Hi.
Maeve is an AHS student. She's involved in many of the similar programs as we are. Maeve, tell us a little about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm a junior, and I am in drama club and cheer, and I play lacrosse. And I'm just so excited. I've been trying to get on the Jack and Bekah podcast for months. So.
Yeah, we're a hot commodity.
I wouldn't say that, but.
Wondering, so in drama, what have your roles been over the years?
Well, freshman year, in Elf, I was the girl with the perfume. You already know. In Carrie, this past fall, I was Chris. And in the play, I was costuming assistant.
Awesome. I heard a rumor that you were actually costuming director.
Manager, yeah, manager, director. I have many titles, really, so.
Yeah. Good to know, good to know. So how is everyone's, like, we haven't talked about it, how is at least on this series, how was everyone's summer?
It was, like, fine.
It was good.
I had a good summer. Did anyone go anywhere fun, do anything fun?
Everything we did was together.
Yeah, but, like, the people don't know.
Okay. Well, Jack and I went to see Ed Sheeran.
We did.
I was actually on my way
fun.
home from Ocean City
Becca
that day.
was out of town.
They were trying to get me to go, and I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah.
We were seeing if you were available.
Yeah. What else?
I went out to Colorado this summer. Becca, you went to Ocean City, New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm actually wearing a sweatshirt
from
there right now. So.
What else did I do this summer?
You went to Nantucket?
I did go to Nantucket. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you had a little trip there.
Yeah.
Do
you know more about my life
Do people prefer the fall season or the summer?
Summer.
I'm like torn.
I'm like torn too. I love summer because I don't have to go to school. But
yeah, fall's like the best like season in school. For school.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, but I also just love the time off. But fall or winter?
Fall.
Winter, there's more breaks from school, though.
I don't know. I'm a Christmas girl, though, so I don't know. I think maybe winter.
I don't like the cold.
But. Yeah. Has everyone had a good quarter one?
No.
No? What about you, Becca?
Not really.
No?
It's been, like, boring.
No, not even boring. It's been hard.
Like, yeah.
Junior year? How is junior year treating you?
Not good.
No, not good? Yeah.
AP Lang is fine. It's physics that's really beating me down.
Yeah.
As we all know.
Yeah, I am very familiar with Maeve's physics struggles.
Mm-hmm.
We worked on it on FaceTime many nights.
Through tears?
Yeah, through tears, trying to get through that. But it's fine. Everyone's been there. Becca, have you taken physics?
Sure. Becca, what science class are you in right now? I wonder.
I feel attacked, actually.
Why?
Currently, I am in chemistry with Dr. Weber.
Great class.
Never taken it with Dr. Weber, but I've heard he's great.
Took that last year.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Last year?
She's advanced.
Advanced, yeah.
So does everyone play a fall sport?
Yes.
Yeah.
We all do, everyone.
What do you play, Becca?
Volleyball.
I already said I do cheer.
And how did the cheer season go?
Pretty good. It was a lot different this year because we have a new coach, and so there was definitely a lot of changes, but I don't think they were necessarily for the worse.
How do you like the changes?
Yeah. Like, I don't have to go to every competition now, which is nice. There's like a very like distinct like competition team and then like sidelines team, and that's nice. I don't have to go to every competition and every practice and stuff like that.
That's nice.
Because last year I felt like it was like a lot of just sitting around at practice while like competition team did stuff, and it was kind of a waste of time.
Yeah.
So
it's better now that they're separate?
yes.
How does like the cheer schedule like work?
So basically, comp team has practice every day of the week, and we're like welcome to come. No one ever does, but we're welcome there.
Yeah.
And then we practice Wednesday, Thursday, and then game on Friday.
That's fun.
So yeah.
Bekah, what about your volleyball schedule? What does that look like? Is that stressful?
Not really. It wasn't that stressful. It was just like...
Did you have a good season?
Yeah. It was great.
I
How was
heard
your
a
cross
dirty
country?
little rumor, Bekah, that you had to sit out of a game because you pulled a door into your face.
I heard that rumor too, actually.
It's not a rumor.
I also heard a dirty little rumor that you had a leg injury from falling in front
I heard
of
that
the
you
school.
fell in the school parking lot and split your leggings open.
Yeah, right out.
It was... I had like
bloody
a few
leg.
injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went through it this fall season.
Yeah, you really did.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
Yeah.
And it's funny how none of them occurred during a game.
No.
Actually, one of the times I got a ball in my eye.
Not relevant.
No, it is relevant, actually. And that one was because of a game, so.
Fun.
Yeah. How was your cross-country season, Jack?
It was good.
See what you know.
It was good. It ended well. Our last course we ended on was really difficult, but it was a fun season. It was weird. It felt like it went by it felt like the first half of the season went by so fast, and then second half October and into November felt like forever. Like I was just waiting for it to be over, because we had our senior night in September, which is really early, and so it felt like we were gonna be done, but we simply were not, and we had months to go.
Yeah.
I was actually in attendance at senior
Yeah,
night.
what were your thoughts on... So, yeah, that was your first cross-country meet you ever been to.
I've ever been to, yeah.
What were your thoughts?
You guys were kind of just gone for a while.
Yeah.
Well, I showed up very late.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you were gone for much longer.
Yeah.
You could just disappear, and then we were just sitting there.
Yeah.
But
There's not a lot to watch.
no. But it was kind of fun to see everyone cross the finish line.
It's nice, though, because it's, very quick.
Yeah.
And so, so certain courses are more viewer-friendly than ours is.
Yeah.
Ours, you kind of need to be, running. That's what a lot of the cross-country meets are, especially, when they're, in open fields and stuff. It's parents running.
They follow?
They run in between, viewpoints.
That's scary.
Some parents, I think Mr. Campbell, he clocked, a watch because he had, 3 different races one year. And I think he ran, 6-7 miles just, running, it was at Twilight, which is at the Barnstable County Fairgrounds, just, running back and forth to and from everywhere to see people, which is weird.
I will say I would go again.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though there's not a lot to watch?
No, because I enjoyed.
Yeah. It's easy. I will say, though, it's it's nice that we have, where ours ends is that there's, a stadium or whatever for the football team.
Yeah.
But, other courses, it's, you're just, with, hundreds of other people just in an open field.
Interesting.
It's really weird. But it was good.
Yeah. You were talking about, how it was so early this year.
Yeah.
A lot of things were really early this year, homecoming.
HOCO was
so
early this year.
What do we think about that, guys?
I liked it, personally.
I like getting it over with.
I feel like there's, no reason for it to be that early and then be inside. That was, the part that people were complaining about, for sure.
I think, I agree.
It felt weird
I think
early.
it would have been so much better if it was outside, and I think that was the, original plan, but it just didn't work out, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, I also think it was, a whole, people... I remember my sophomore year, people were sneaking in.
Yeah.
And that was part of it, because people were, coming through the woods, which is kind of funny, but, not
No,
allowed.
that is funny.
And then...
Let them cook.
But, yeah, I thought the DJ was not the best.
No, he's
But he did play
stunk.
Dial Drunk.
He did play Dial Drunk, which was just for me, I heard.
Yeah. But, yeah, HOCO was weird.
He, there were, songs that didn't have swears in them, and he would, blur out some of the words. It was just, lame.
Well, there were just songs he had no business playing if he was going to play the clean version.
Exactly, yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know, how they compile their list.
I really do, too.
It's definitely, a preset thing he made in, 2010 that he updates periodically.
Yes, yeah.
He probably added, Cruel Summer. Dial Drunk was probably a brand new addition for him. I know Dance the Night was probably added, Dua Lipa.
Oh God,
The
yeah.
Barbie, like, oh my, he probably fiend
He
over
probably
the Barbie
has
movie.
half the Barbie movie album. On
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
I know there's like a disco what was I made for version on that list somewhere.
Oh,
We should look that
100%.
up. But what did we think of Spirit Week? I thought it was like
I
good
don't
this
remember
year.
it.
I don't either, but I do think it was. From what I remember, I liked it.
Yeah, I remember.
What were the
liking it.
days?
It was like Barbie versus Oppenheimer.
Yes, that was fun.
Soccer Mom versus Barbecue Dad.
Yeah.
There was another like really good
There
one.
was another good one. I can't think of it.
Country versus Country Club.
Country versus
Yeah.
Country
And then they did
Club.
like just like a teacher day, and a few people did it, and that was really cool.
Yeah, those were really
Those
good.
are, I have to say, this year and last spring's Spirit Week, both were really good.
Yeah, that was last
Yeah.
spring was when it was like
It was
anything but a backpack.
Yeah.
There was another one too that was really. They definitely like they were on top of their game. This Spirit Week,
I think we have too many.
I think this Spirit Week.
It's a very-
the problem is
very
it
middle
was split.
schooly.
It was split up between 2
Yeah.
weeks. We had Thursday, Friday, and then today was Pajama Day, which none of us were in attendance for.
Yeah.
But
Not relevant.
like it was just weird being split up between 2 days, and then almost everyone participates in the what's it called? The Spirit Week on Wednesday for pep rally.
I
yeah.
forgot to buy a shirt, and
Oh.
I'm mad.
Ooh.
I was
seniors
gonna
have
get
sweatshirts,
one.
and I actually thought they were pretty good this year.
I do actually have a shirt.
I wanted the shirt too. It was cute, and I just like didn't buy one. So
Yeah. Yeah, but I think we have too many Spirit Weeks because like last Spirit
Yeah.
Week ate really hard and this Spirit Week is flopping. So
Is everyone excited about pep rally though?
no.
No. Oh, we actually are very
have
excited.
a singer like in our presence.
So I heard
guys.
a dirty little rumor made that you were singing national
It's
anthem
false.
at pep rally. Not true.
No.
Well, tune in because Maeve Hoe will be singing the national anthem at pep rally this Wednesday. We're very excited about it. This will already be out by then, so maybe we can like insert how it went or something. I'm sure it went great. Maybe a little clip.
Not relevant. Mm-mm.
It was. I'm sure it's going to be.
Yeah, who convinced her
amazing.
to do that?
Yeah. And then said that they would never do it themselves, actually. Who is that?
Maeve's
did
just
that?
stronger than me. But yeah, and how doesn't remember like for the. This is a while ago again too. Halloween. What does everyone do? What does everyone plans leading up
Halloween.
the Halloween season?
We went to Barrett's.
Yes, we did.
That was really
What was
fun.
everyone's
That was
thoughts
fun.
this
You
year?
guys were in the front. You guys were leading us
Yeah.
through those houses.
Wait, okay.
You know?
So I didn't go last year. Did you guys go last year?
No, that
I
was, this
did.
year was my first time.
You did. What did you think about it this year compared to last year?
Last year, I wasn't like that scared. I don't know. But then this year, like it actually like was kind of scary.
It was real. I think they did a
might
really
have been,
good
like-
job.
I
Like,
agree.
The crowd. It might have been
I
like
don't even know though because I did it twice, and even the second time when I had already known it was coming, I was still terrified. Like I
Yeah.
thought it was good.
I agree.
But
This girl kept following us.
my God.
around.
yeah, some of them really liked
At one
us.
point, you guys were like
We had fans.
surrounded.
We had fans. Yeah.
We were getting like people ambushed.
We were getting triple teamed.
People were all over us.
Yeah.
We were hot.
We were like cowards. We were hot.
most desirable.
But the plane was so cool.
It was really,
That
really
was
cool.
really cool.
The
Come
Condemned was like fine, whatever. Me and Maeve hauled through it.
Yeah.
But then like we kind of left some of the people behind. And
We
so
got chased out of there.
yeah, and so we
got
learned
chased.
our lesson. And then the next one,
And it was that
The next
girl.
one?
It was the same girl who chased it out
Oh
of,
my god.
chased us.
Oh
out
yes,
and
I
then
remember
who
that.
kept on popping back up.
Yeah, well,
obsessed.
someone started a dirty little rumor that me and Jack fell, which is simply not true.
yeah.
So,
But we went in. So after the plane was so cool, and the plane wasn't scary, but it was like it drew your attention. And then you go into this alley, and it was just like someone being like, "We gotta go," and me and Maeve were like, "All right, like it's time to go."
Yeah.
And so me and Maeve left, and then like the two people who were in the back, they were like getting like chased by
Yeah.
the people.
we were living in
was in the
blissful.
middle.
We
It
were
was
living in
boring.
blissful ignorance in the front because they were like on their butts in the
The
back.
problem was though, they realized that we were like, they still went for us.
Yeah, they did.
What we would do is we would just stop for the end of the rooms, and there was one scene. So I had went there like a week before, and there was this one hallway scene, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
the doors would open, And I thought it was like mechanical and there was nothing behind them. And so I was like, because nothing had opened when I had walked through before. And so I was like, oh, like, this is the break room. And so me and Maeve are walking through, and then I see multiple people jump out of these doors, terrified. Gagged. I had nothing left.
I saw no way of getting through, so I just stopped moving and just like watched them like popping out. It was not ideal.
The swamp one was cool.
Oh my god, I got stuck.
I was like, yeah, you did get stuck. The swamp one, I knew I was safe though because I knew the guy had to wait for everyone to walk through. So I knew once me and Maeve got past the front, he would be behind them, and we had 4 people between a buffer between us. So I knew me and Maeve slowed down during that because I knew he was right behind them. And
I
not
will
us.
say there were people whispering in my ear the whole time.
Yeah.
And it was always me though. It was never you, which was interesting. But
Yeah.
There was this one room that was like completely dark. I could not see anything. I
Did
did
anyone
not
trick or
know where to
treat?
go.
no.
No one trick or treated. I didn't.
I
trick or treat.
wish.
I mean, like I walked my sister around.
I
like
was-
I did last year. If
Do you guys
go and
like
watch
candy?
our old one.
Do you have it? I don't eat candy anymore.
I eat candy occasionally.
Same.
Occasionally.
Yeah, I'm not a candy hater.
Candy lover.
I'm more of an ice cream girl.
More of a
Too cute,
sweet
though.
treat.
I'm more
kind
of a sweet treat kind of girl.
Yeah. What did everyone do the day after? Because we had a day off.
I literally don't know. I think I had a competition. There's one cheer competition we have to go to because we like host it.
Yeah.
So I was there.
I had a
don't
big
remember.
fat.
What was everyone for Halloween then?
I was a nerd.
I was a rapper.
I was Sophia, Grace, and Rosie from
And then
Ellen.
I was
Hey,
also Ed Sheeran.
Who made your shirt?
Maeve
Can
made
we
my
insert a
shirt.
photo of the shirt I made?
Costume
please?
manager.
Costume manager made Jack's Halloween costume.
Yes.
So
Speaking of costume manager, Maeve and I were crew for Radium Girls, and usually crew was like the beginning part of production. The cast just starts getting into like learning their parts, like character, like getting into what their character is, how they think, and just like basic like starting scenes for blocking. And crew really just like we kind of chill, we slowly look through things. We kind of chill, we order food. Like crew is very chill in the early process. But since this year was transition year from Steve Shannon leaving, we decided it was a good idea, or not we, Miss Tomlin decided it was a good idea, good for her, to go clean out the folio. But crew was who did that. So me and Maeve clocked hours in the folio.
we spent time.
None of them counted for like anything either.
Yeah,
right?
we spent time in the folio.
Yeah, and
That's
so-
the
It was
most
like a
time I've
whole
spent there
day.
in my whole
Yeah,
life.
we were in the
And
basement.
it was like dingy and dusty and like
moldy.
yeah,
We
it
spent
was
a lot of time in the
musty.
folio. But Radium Girls, specifically, me and Maeve can't talk about like the cast part because we weren't part of that. But what do you think about like the rehearsal process, Becca?
It was good. We got a lot done. Like it was very efficient.
That's good.
There was actually one time when I did not have to show up, and I did.
Good for you.
oh.
That wasn't fun.
Oh.
And then you guys went to get ice cream, and I was like, I
I
had just offered to help her.
I left
I just
that
offered
day.
to help Miss Mahana with something, and so I couldn't go with you guys.
Yeah.
It was the time
probably
I
good
didn't
for you,
have
though.
anything. Oh,
Anyways, what was everyone's interest in the overall show topic?
I found it pretty interesting to be honest. I didn't really know a lot about it before.
Yeah.
I had heard of it though. I do think it was very interesting. So
Initially, I had no interest in it, but then I think as it went on, it was cool, and it was
Yeah.
definitely cool because to see some of the stuff, and I didn't realize the lead, Grace Fryer, was a real person.
I didn't know that until now. So. Yeah.
yeah, there were a lot of like characters in it. Like we had this whole presentation
Yeah.
about the like basics of it, kind of, and like what it actually was.
Yeah, that's
And,
cool.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
like
yeah.
the person I was a real person. Like a bunch of them.
Come on, Irene.
Were real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the
Irene.
song.
Becca, how much time do you clock on that show?
A lot. Too many hours.
Becca, you clocked like 15 minutes.
Stayed.
Becca died
Oh.
really early on.
I thought you meant like. Never
Becca
mind.
spent
I
a lot
thought
of
you meant
time
like.
in the spring musical. She spent a
Becca,
lot of
I
time
don't know
on
if you
stage.
heard.
Becca
She
was
was a little
Carrie.
something
No.
called Carrie.
I
in
was
Carrie.
a little something.
I am the
called?
sound of the
Anyways.
Maeve, who were you in that?
I was Chris.
Chris Hargensen. But
Your Honor.
What did everyone think about the performances?
I think night one was very strong.
Yeah.
Night one was extremely
Night one
strong.
was very strong. Yeah.
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 Um,
Moving on.
yeah.
What did we think about the directors and everything for this show and for the upcoming musical?
I thought it was good. I think we also have a crazy awesome lineup in terms of just like connections with students.
I agree.
Crazy lineup for the spring for Beauty and the Beast. We have Steve Shannon coming back to music direct. We have Megan Tomlin directing / producing. We have Susan Mullen coming back to debut as choreographer for AHS drama, which we're very excited about.
Very exciting.
Preston
Very,
Mahana
very
coming back
exciting.
again, which we're excited about. And then Aiden, our lighting guy, is coming back again, and he definitely taught me a lot for just this fall show alone. So I'm excited to see what I'm going to learn in the spring musical, because I'm also doing with Miss Tomlin, I'm doing like an independent study thing where I'm like learning from her, like technical theater stuff. So it should be good. Have a lot to learn from them. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Same.
I think it's a really good like group of people
I
to
agree.
transition, because obviously Mr. Shannon is very much missed, but
Yeah.
I think it's good that he's sticking around for another year or
I
two,
agree.
music direct, just to like ease the transition. And all of these people who are involved are people that are our teachers or have worked
Yeah.
on past productions, and we all have like good connections with them.
Yeah.
So I think that that's a really good way to like ease us into not having Mr. Shannon as our like everything involved with the program. So.
It was the lineup we have this year is very similar to the one
there's
that
a
we had
lot of
last
reoccurring
year.
people.
Yeah, and so like finding out that like Mr. Shannon was music directing
That was
a
exciting.
relief.
I think though, our cast and our group of people, whatever, I think we're used to not working with the same people.
Yeah.
I think he did a good job having us like even before he left, he had us work with Jim Sullivan, and then he did a show where it was all him, and he did like music directing and directing, so we got used to working with him.
Yeah.
And then for one of the lockdown plays, he brought in Jim Sullivan. He did like the play that goes wrong. Carrie, he brought in Jim Sullivan. We had a new choreographer for that. We had Tara, the choreographer for Elf.
Yeah.
So we have experience working with a lot of different types of people
We're
who
ran
work
through.
very different. We are ran through. We have practice working with different people, and I think that's smart, because it's not like we've had him and we've only been working with him and we don't know how to work with other people.
Yeah, and I
we
think
know what we're doing. We know how to work with other
I think he did that
directors.
intentionally too,
Yeah.
with bringing in Jim, and
Yeah. It worked out in our favor, obviously.
it did, yeah. So
What is the spring musical?
It's Beauty and the Beast. Is everyone excited about that?
yeah, I'm very excited.
very excited.
It's
It's gonna be
very
fun.
it's very different from Carrie.
Yeah.
But I think that was needed.
Very necessary.
And it's something, like kids can go to and stuff,
Yeah.
because Carrie was not kid friendly, really.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The only thing I worry about is, I think from a production standpoint, it is a really, really big show.
Yeah.
Carrie, in the grand scheme of things, it was a relatively small show. We needed the ensemble for what was going on, but the ensemble wasn't huge.
Yeah.
And I think if we don't have a large cast, it's multiple people doing multiple things,
Yes.
which means more quick changes. And people are going to be doing multiple characters, whatever, because we need forks, knives, spoons, napkins, all these things. But it is, when it comes to like the behind the scenes, like even for actors, there's a lot that's going to be going on.
Oh, definitely.
Allegedly, it's going to be a really big set, which is great. But again, that's just like, that's more people on deck, that's more people on stage. Communication is going to have to be like an all-time high.
I
during
feel
that
like
show.
it's something we have, nothing like anything else we've done before, like at least since I've been in high school.
Yeah.
So I think that it should be really fun and new. So
It's a very
yeah.
it's a classic, which I
It
think
is a
is
classic.
very necessary after
Yeah.
Carrie.
yeah.
Like a lot of people
Yes.
can come and enjoy this show.
Because I know a lot of people were skeptical about Carrie, because like making a horror movie a musical, and that went so well. And
Yeah.
so I think a classic like Beauty and the Beast is going to work out really well.
Yeah.
So
We have momentum under us. The program is definitely doing really well right now, and that happens like different shows, whatever. And I think this is gonna really like carry us through.
I agree.
But I think it's gonna be more of a challenge than people expect, just because there's so much to do. But I'm super excited because I think it'll be fun.
I also think Miss Tomlin is really passionate about Beauty and the Beast. She loves Beauty and the Beast, and I think she's going to make sure it's, like, perfect.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so,
I agree.
Yeah.
She's gonna like put her heart and soul into it.
yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
But after Thanksgiving, we get into winter, Christmas. Winter sports start crisply right after Thanksgiving. We really don't get a break. Oh, cheer's going to end. You have cheer Thanksgiving.
Cheer ends on Thanksgiving.
And then
yes.
that Monday, you'll have winter cheer tryouts?
December 3rd. I
Oh,
believe.
you have a break.
I have a little bit of a break. But December 3rd is also Beauty and the Beast auditions. So,
Yeah.
Isn't December 3rd like a weekend?
No,
no, I don't know.
I don't think
Oh.
so. No, I think it's
think
December.
so.
No, I think it's December. Yeah, it's 4th and 5th.
Yeah.
This is the
Auditions
weekend.
are-
Oh,
no,
auditions?
yeah.
Oh. Never
But, so you're doing winter cheer. Are you doing any winter sports?
No. Actually, so I don't want to go too in depth, but I might be doing a volleyball club.
Dirty little secret.
Dirty little secret.
Yeah.
I'm doing winter track.
Always.
But Becca, you did winter track last year. What are everyone's thoughts on winter seasons in general? They're depressing. in my
They're
Fall.
so depressing.
Fall and spring are better.
You don't hang out after.
No.
It's like fall and spring, like you make plans after, you do things, like there are
Yeah.
no plans to be had. I don't hang out with my winter track friends
Well,
usually.
winter sports, it's like right in the like thick of the school year.
Yeah, it
and
is.
it's just
Yeah.
like, and for us, the musical is like directly coincides with winter sports.
Yeah.
So it makes it really hard to have free time to do anything.
Yeah.
So,
And like
yeah.
yeah, there's just so much like going on.
There was just way too much. Last
And
year
then
was so bad
the
because
problem-
Carrie was like a lot, and then there was winter track on top of that,
Yeah.
and that was just
especially
not
because
fun.
you and I had a lot of extra work to do
Yeah.
with like voice lessons
Voice
and stuff
lessons,
like
yeah.
that. It was just a lot because I was going like to voice lessons after school, to cheer, to home, to rehearsal that night.
Yeah.
So it was just
I was,
a
like,
lot.
fully booked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Booked and busy.
The
Yeah.
one thing I will say is I think Mr. Shannon being there, I think he does a good job of keeping people during music rehearsals. I remember when I did the shows during Elf, even way back during Oliver, I've always hated music rehearsals. They're long, they're boring, and they're just
Sorry, my laptop just died.
they're long, boring, and they simply just they take up so much time. And so he does a good job keeping people focused
I agree.
and keeping it efficient.
Yeah.
They were fun last year also.
Yeah.
I think it was also part of it was fun material, which I
Yes.
think we'll see again with Beauty and the
Yes.
Beast because it's material that everybody knows already.
I did not find Elf material
No.
challenging or interesting.
I hated it.
I don't think I knew the words
I didn't
during the
either.
shows.
No.
No.
I don't think I knew them.
Becca was actually left off the cast list.
Yeah, that's rough.
Becca was the
She
only
made it to
year.
she made it to callbacks, for a lead, and then they simply
I think it's
lost
because
her
I
paper.
forgot to.
Becca was the
I
only
think I didn't
girl.
fill a paper out. Is what happened.
Becca was the only person without a mic in Elf actually, and she
Yeah.
worked her way up to being the lead of Carrie. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that flipped right over, huh?
yeah.
You had a pretty big part in Play That Goes Wrong,
yeah, you did.
Yeah. What was her name? Anne or Annie?
Annie.
I was
Annie?
in it.
Okay.
I don't know.
yeah,
I thought it was.
I was
Annie.
a spectator for the
Jack,
play that goes wrong.
You were also in that one.
I
weren't
was.
you?
That was my last. That was my
What-
last on stage,
Yeah.
on stage production with
What was
AHS.
the reason you quit?
Backstage, I feel backstage was going through a transition time, and I feel that was the time to jump on right before Carrie. I wasn't Carrie again. It was such a different musical that it wasn't one that grabbed my attention, and I was like, oh, but this is really cool. I'm going to need to be involved, but I really don't see on stage being what I want to do anymore. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time memorizing lines. And if I didn't love the singing part of it, and so it's when you're not interested, don't think people realize how much time the actors spend there, but then how much more time the actors with lines spend outside, memorizing them.
Well, that's kind of a part of why I've never done the play here, because I've always been
Yeah.
more of a singer first. But I knew that this year I wanted to be more involved
Yeah.
in the play, and that's why I ended up as a costuming assistant.
Yeah. Dirty little
Yeah.
rumor is that you're doing it next year.
I thought, well, let's not talk about this.
Next.
Next question.
But holiday seasons, we will have a holiday episode of Jack and Bekah podcast, so do stay tuned for that.
Yes.
But anyone's thoughts? Is it too early to start celebrating now? When do people decorate? What are people's plans for the holiday seasons?
My room was decorated for Christmas November 1st, easily.
Wow.
As much as I love Thanksgiving, it is not a holiday that you need a whole season for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving has her moment
It's ran through.
She is ran
Yeah.
through. Thanksgiving has her moment this week and this week only.
Yeah.
That's
And
my
then
thoughts as well.
It's Christmas every other week before and every week after.
I will say, my dogs, they had their Halloween collars up till November 1st. They switched over to their fall collars until Thanksgiving, and then now they're switching into their Christmas collars.
Buddy has his Christmas collar on as of yesterday.
That's exciting. But does anyone know, do you guys host, what are your plans for Christmas this year?
I always host Christmas, so.
Yeah?
My family is Italian, and so we do it's really Christmas Eve. That's the big one.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot. Christmas Eve is my dad's birthday.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, so we always.
do you guys think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad.
Bad?
He doesn't care though, so good for him, I guess.
Yeah.
But we always go out to dinner on Christmas Eve for him. It's very fun. I actually
fun.
love Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve is the holiday my mom would host because she likes to put on a party, whatever, have fun. And so we would host Christmas Eve and we go to my grandmother's house Christmas Day. Now, as people are getting older, like younger siblings, whatever, getting older, things are changing. But this year, I'm leaving Christmas morning to go on vacation. So Christmas Eve, I don't think we're gonna host because I don't think we want to go on vacation after hosting. I don't know what we're doing. We're doing something super small Christmas Eve. I think meeting my grandparents, because we usually go to my grandparents' house Christmas Day, but I think we're going to spend Christmas morning with them or do a breakfast at my house or something, and then we fly out to Disney at 11 or 12.
Fun.
So.
Stop yawning.
So boring.
She's tired.
I'm sick of hearing about Disney.
Yeah.
Me as well, actually.
All right. Well, Maeve, Bekah, do you guys have any final thoughts?
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Jack and Bekah podcast with Maeve Hoe. Maeve, thank you so much for joining us.
Of course.
Make sure to subscribe, and click the bell icon to be notified every time Abington uploads a new video.
God, yeah.
Every single time.
And happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Fags.
Holidays.